Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the McComb Center for Performing Arts in the 2024 Richmond High School Commencement Ceremony. At this time, please make sure that all cell phones are turned off or set to silent. Also, refrain from the use of noisemakers during the ceremony. Thank you for joining us in the celebration of our students.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Richmond High School commencement exercise for the class of 2024. Thank you for joining us this evening as we confer upon these students a Richmond High School diploma. Today, as we honor our students, let us begin by honoring our country, led by the Richmond High School Band and Choir with the playing of the national anthem. Please stand and gentlemen, remove your hats. At this time, I would like to introduce some important individuals who have worked with, supported, and guided our graduates throughout their time here at Richmond Community Schools. Please stand and remain standing to be recognized, and audience, please hold your applause. From the Richmond Board of Education, President Mrs. Deborah Michon, Vice President Mrs. Angela Pacito, Secretary Mrs. Sandra Fortuna, Treasurer Mrs. Margaret Telto, Trustee Mrs. Candace Cunningham, and Trustee Ms. Daniel Sutton, and Trustee Ms. Kelly Oldani, who was unable to be in attendance this evening. From Richmond Community Schools Administration, Superintendent Mr. Brian Walmsley, Executive Director of Curriculum and Educational Services, Mrs. Renee Staples, Director of Human Resources, Mr. Jamie Thiel, Director of Business and Management Services, Mrs. Tammy Shad, Director of Student Support Services, Mrs. Amy Rio, and Director of Athletics, Facilities, and School Safety, Mr. Preston Trend. Building level administrators, Richmond High School Dean of Students, Ms. Becky Borwick, Richmond Middle School Principal, Ms. Jennifer Morella, Richmond Middle School Dean of Students, Mr. Paul Knight, Lee Elementary School Principal, Ms. Heidi Manguni, and Lee Elementary School Dean of Students, Mr. Mike Gibson. And all of the faculty and staff of Richmond High School that are here with us today, please stand as we thank you for all you have done to support these graduates over the past 4 years. Thank you. Additionally, without the support outside of school from those of you in the audience, parents, grandparents, guardians, relatives, and friends, these graduates would not be where they are today. So thank you for all that you have done to help support these students. Growing up, I was not one who liked to read. I always found it difficult to take the words on the page and create a visual description of what was going on in my head. However, every summer my parents made me do the summer reading competition at the library, and let's be honest, a competition that I tried to win was probably the only way my parents were going to get me to read. So to earn the points or stickers or whatever the prize was, I would read Choose Your Own Adventure books. If you're not familiar with these books, at the end of the first chapter, the reader is faced with 2 choices and a decision to make. Based on that decision, the author then directs you to the next chapter of the book you are to read. This continues on and on and on again until you reach the ending of the book, your ending of the book. An ending of the book which was specific and unique to you, the reader, based solely on the decisions you made. You may be wondering why I'm sharing a book series I read some 30 years ago with you. Well, it was not until this past year when I was doing some random task in the building that the Choose Your Own Adventure stories randomly popped into my head. When they did, I immediately thought of the senior class. Over the past 4 years in high school, and really all of your life, you've kind of gotten to choose your own adventure. When you were in elementary school, your adventure was primarily chosen by your parents. They signed you up for t-ball, sports camps, instrumental music lessons, or some other activity they thought you might like to keep you busy after school and during the summer. As you got older and probably a little bit more vocal about your likes and dislikes, you started choosing more of your own adventure. If you were not interested in soccer anymore, you made it clear. If you really liked a camp that you attended, your parents would see if there was another one for you. As time went on and the older you got, the number of adventures you chose increased. You were faced with decisions regarding friends you hung out with and decisions you made with those friends. You decided what classes you took each year and how many hours you spent doing homework at night. Well, graduates, now as we approach the end of this milestone, you are faced with your biggest adventure yet. And what you choose is really up to you. Now, that's not to say you can't lean on those people who chose your earlier adventures. But take what you've learned over the past 12 years and create the adventure that is right for you. The one that is unique to you. The one you can be proud of. And while you cannot necessarily do what I used to do and change a decision from an earlier chapter if I didn't like the book's ending, you can decide to alter your ending whenever you would like. Your ending is just that, yours. On behalf of the entire staff of Richmond High School, we cannot wait to see what adventures you choose to pursue. Congratulations, class of 2024. At this time, it is an honor to introduce our Richmond High School Top 10 representative, Abby Dabrasco. She is a class of 2024 Top 10 student and graduates summa cum laude. She earned her academic third pin and departmental cords in English, world language, math, science, and social studies. She is National Honor Society president and plans to complete the Early College of Macomb program next year. Please welcome to the stage Abby Dabrasco.
Good evening. For all those who don't know me, I'm Abby Dabrasco, this year's Top 10 representative. Graduation is something that we all have been waiting for, which seems to be our entire lives. Many of us have watched our older siblings graduate and move on with their lives, while some are the first child in their family to walk across the stage. It is scary, but exciting to think about our future after high school and graduation. Graduation is the inevitable thing in which we associate with high school. Now it is the reality in which means that we have grown up and are ready to move on to our next step in our lives. It is where we part ways with the people that we have grown up with our whole lives to meet new people and form newfound friendships. It is bittersweet, but graduation also means that we get to look back to see the growth in which we have become different people since freshman year. Going into freshman year, we all heard from people that high school is different and it can be scary. Looking back, yeah, high school was a little scary in the beginning, being the youngest grade in the school. And we had a lot of things to worry about, like being trampled in the hallways. But now, as a senior, high school is not as scary, although I still had to worry about being trampled because I'm still the same height. High school is the place where we got to create bonds with different teachers and experience the last years of our childhood with our closest friends. During senior year and the summer, the big question that everyone wants to know, what do you plan on doing after high school is asked? Many of us have an idea of what we want to do, and some of us are still deciding, and which are both perfectly fine. While figuring out the answer to the question, the one thing we should always remember is whatever we plan on doing, it should make us happy and give us a purpose in our lives. As long as what we do makes us want to get up every day to make an impact on the people around the world and around us. That purpose may be through trade school, the military, entering the workforce, and even college in our future. Life goes by fast, as we all know, because it feels like yesterday we were learning how to tie our shoes, all the way to picking classes out for high school. Savor every last minute of time that you have with everyone before we part ways on our next adventure. Always remember who you are and what you are doing and why. That everyone is different and what someone else is doing might align differently with your plan, and that's okay. We all take various amounts of time to get something done, and how we get it done is different from others, and that's what makes us all unique. Lastly, I would like to part with saying thank you to the parents who have encouraged us to accomplish great things in our lives and who have been there for us. A thank you to the school faculty who have helped us with our education and who have been mentors to many of us. And finally, a thank you to my fellow classmates. For you have made high school memorable, and which we have all made lifelong friends through. Congratulations, class of 2024, we did it. Our road through high school has come to an end. Sadly, now high school has just been a memory that we will look upon. We have persevered through the 4 years of high school, and we're about to graduate in minutes. Remember that everyone's success is great, and that you will always be a Blue Devil.
At this time, I would like to invite the choir back to the stage to sing The Climb under the co-direction of Miss Stacy Clore and Miss Michelle Maples. It is an honor to introduce the Student Government President, Ella Hill. Ella is graduating summa cum laude. She earned departmental cords in art, English, world language, math, science, and social studies. She is a member of National Honor Society and the Student Athlete Advisory Council. She also earned excellence in community service and her academic third pin. Ella plans to attend Michigan State University to study marketing. Please welcome to the stage Ella Hill.
Good evening, families, friends, staff, teachers, and most importantly, my fellow members of the class of 2024. We are here tonight at this long-awaited moment, standing on the edge of our futures, ready to take steps into the sea of possibilities. I, for one, have found myself filled with mixed emotions these last few weeks. Like many of you, I counted down the days till the final bell. Yet at the same time, the idea of leaving the comfort of the halls of RHS and the relationships that I have made is daunting. We have grown up together. We have lived through unprecedented times, navigating the twists and turns of a global pandemic, but yet here we are, ready to receive our diplomas. What these 4 years have done is help shape us into the young adults we are today. They have instilled characteristics that we will carry with us into our life journeys ahead. Let's look back to our first year of high school. We were in the thick of the pandemic and had not been able to spend our summers together doing what we loved or spending it with people outside of our own families. We were excited to get back to each other, having the normal emotions of your first day of high school, those feelings of anxiety and the fear of the unknown. Now couple that with social distancing, masks, and no events like homecoming or football student sections, and freshman year couldn't have gone by fast enough. Our freshman year taught us how to persevere. That is a quality we will carry with us. Sophomore year, we were no longer the scrawny freshmen and the world was beginning to return to normal. We were starting the adventure of driving and had a newfound freedom. We had many firsts that year. First dances, first assemblies, first concerts, and first competitions. This gave us a renewed sense of community, not only as class, but as members of RHS. 10th grade taught us the importance of community. That is a quality we will carry with us. Junior year. Let me tell you, we had survived a global pandemic, but for many of us, junior year was more challenging and more stressful. College and career decisions were beginning to weigh on us. The staff at RHS saw a large turnover and new faces and expectations were placed on us. Now don't get me wrong, we made a lot of great memories too. Who could forget junior prom, softball going to states, and esports winning their first state championship? This mix of highs and lows taught us to be flexible. That is a quality we will carry with us. That takes us to senior year. We began the year confident, and we couldn't wait to rule the school. This has been an unforgettable year, from the first football game of the season to the senior walkout through the halls of Lee Elementary and the middle school and everything in between. Each day has been an adventure, and relationships were solidified into the lifelong friendships that many of us will have. Our senior year has taught us to be grateful. Grateful for each other, grateful for the memories we have made, the relationships we have formed, and the lessons we have learned. That is a quality we will certainly carry with us. Today is our day. Our rule is over, and it's up to the next class to fill our shoes. Today is the day that we carry the characteristics of perseverance, community, flexibility, and gratitude with us into the next stage of our lives. Our family and friends are ready. Well, almost ready, minus the tear-filled tissues, to watch us embark on our next journey. For some of us, it means college. Go green. For some of us, it's trades. Some of us, it's right into adulthood and the workforce, or joining the military. And for some of us, it's not being sure at all what is next. Not sure can be an honest answer, because even those of us who have chosen the next step, the truth is, we probably don't have our lives completely figured out yet. If these last 4 years have taught us anything, it's that life can throw you a curveball, or even a global pandemic, at any time. We walked in tonight as Richmond High School class of 2024, but we will walk out as individuals. Individuals I am certain are ready to take on this crazy big world. As I thought of how I wanted to end my speech tonight, I looked for a quote. Steve Jobs, founder of Apple, verbalized exactly what I wanted to say to each of you. He said, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your inner voice, and most importantly, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition." Congratulations, class of 2024.
At this time, I would like to invite the band back to the stage to perform The Great Locomotive Chase under the direction of Miss Molly Shack. Thank you. We would now like to take the opportunity to introduce the class of 2024 top 10 students. Students, please stand and be recognized when your name is called. Brianna Elbers. Mackenzie Telto. Lexi Boutelier. Caden Myrick. Kelsey Pendry. Logan Boyd. Alexandra Dasuki. Connor Bergeon. Mariah Manchik. And Abby DeBrasco. And now to deliver the superintendent's remarks, Richmond Community Schools Superintendent, Mr. Brian Walmsley.
Good evening, members of the Board of Education, distinguished faculty, proud parents and guardians, family and friends, and as already been said once, the most important group here, the class of 2024. Today, we stand on the threshold of a new beginning, a moment that marks the culmination of years of hard work, perseverance, and growth. As superintendent, it is my distinct honor to be part of this ceremony and celebration, and to reflect on the journey that has brought us here to this moment. In many ways, the lessons that we need to navigate life successfully are taught to us in elementary school. As a former elementary principal, let me take a moment to revisit 5 of those foundational lessons that hold timeless wisdoms that will serve this class well as they step into the future. Lesson 1, always be curious. In elementary school, curiosity is the heart of every discovery. From the wonders of how plants grow to the excitement of exploring new stories, your early years were filled with questions and the joys of finding answers. As you move forward, never lose the sense of curiosity. The world is vast, and there is always something new to learn. Embrace every opportunity to expand your knowledge and to understand the world around you. Lesson number 2, treat others with kindness and respect. Remember the golden rule we learned in kindergarten? Treat others as the way you'd want to be treated. This simple yet profound lesson is the foundation of strong and positive relationships. In every interaction, whether it be personal or professional, kindness and respect open doors and create connections that enrich your lives. You learn the importance of kindness and empathy, understanding that every person has their own story and struggles. Be empathetic, listen with an open heart, and always strive to uplift those around you. Lesson 3, play fair and work hard. In the playground games of your childhood, you learn the importance of fair play and teamwork. These principles are just as crucial in the real world. Success is often a team effort, and playing fair builds trust and integrity. Work hard not just for yourself, but for the collective good, and you will find that your efforts lead to meaningful and lasting accomplishments. Lesson 4, embrace mistakes as learning opportunities. In elementary school, we often heard that it was okay to make mistakes as long as you learn from them. This lesson remains vital throughout life. Mistakes are not just failures, but opportunities to grow. When faced with challenges, remember that resilience and the willingness to learn from every experience will guide you to success. And finally, lesson 5, stay true to yourself. In the early years of school, you were encouraged to express yourself, to be creative, to develop your unique voice. As you navigate the complexities of adulthood, hold on to your authenticity. Your individuality is your greatest asset. Stay true to your values, follow your passions, and let your unique perspective shine. As you leave here today with diplomas in hands and your minds full of dreams, know that the lessons of elementary school will continue to serve as your compass. Life will present you with countless opportunities and challenges, but with curiosity, kindness, fairness, resilience, and authenticity, you are well prepared to navigate whatever comes your way. Remember, you are capable of greatness, and the foundation laid in these early years will support you in your endeavors. Your future is bright, and we cannot wait to see the remarkable impact you will have on this world. In closing, I will leave you with this. My own kids may call it a dad joke. As you step into the world, remember, the elevator to success is out of order. You will have to use the stairs one step at a time. But hey, at least you're getting your steps in. Congratulations, class of 2024. President Michon and members of the Board of Education, it is with great pride that I present to you the class of 2024. Each of these graduating seniors has successfully met the requirements for graduation as set forth by Richmond Community Schools Board of Education and the state of Michigan. I ask that you confer upon these students the title of graduate with all the responsibilities, benefits, and privileges of being a graduate of Richmond High School. Please join me in welcoming Richmond Community Schools Board of Education Treasurer Margaret Telto to the podium.
Thank you, Mr. Walmsley. Ms. Szabo, Ms. Borwick, and Mr. Trend, on behalf of the Board of Education, thank you for another great, successful year at Richmond High School. To our staff, whether you are someone who worked in the high school or worked in our elementary, middle school building, whether you coached, drove a school bus, secretary in the offices, thank you, because you gave these kids every single day support over their 13 years at Richmond High School, and we thank you for that. And to our graduates, we wish you a long life of good health, happiness, and success. And no matter how far away you may roam from Richmond, go at life with gusto. Do whatever it is you choose to do in life, and do it well, and do it to the best of your ability, because you will be a success if you honor yourself in what it is you choose to do in life. And now, it is my deep honor to, on behalf of the Richmond Community Schools Board of Education, I accept the class of 2024 as candidates for graduation. Having met all the graduation requirements and obligations, I hereby bestow upon each of you the title of Richmond High School graduate with all its associated responsibilities, benefits, and privileges. Congratulations.
Abby Gabriella Dobrasco, planning to finish early college of Macomb program and study social work. Mariah Danielle Manchik, planning to go to Macomb Community College to finish a supply chain degree. Connor Allen Bergeon, planning to attend Olivet College to study finance. Alexandra Lynn Dasuki, planning to attend the University of Michigan Dearborn to study psychology. Logan Michael Boyd, planning to attend Ferris State University to study illustration. Kelsey Marie Pendry, planning to attend Macomb Community College to study veterinary science and then transfer to a four-year university. Caden John Myrick, planning to finish early college of Macomb program and study engineering. Lexi Lou Boutelier, planning to finish early college of Macomb program, then transfer to Michigan Technological University to study management information systems. Mackenzie Jean Telto, planning to attend Grand Valley State University to study speech-language pathology. Brianna Summer Albers, planning to attend Spring Arbor University to study history and political science and minor in criminal justice to pursue a law degree. Ella Lee Hill, planning to attend Michigan State University to study marketing. Jennifer Alfaro, planning to finish early college of Macomb program, then transferring to Central Michigan University to study engineering. Chase Boyke, planning to attend Macomb Community College to study sports medicine. Jalen Justin Browning, planning to attend Gogebic Community College to study business management. Darian Joseph Baumgardner Ryan, planning to attend Macomb Community College to study construction management. Peyton Riley Campbell, planning to attend St. Clair Community College to study business. Brianna Renee Capone, planning to finish early college at Macomb program, then transferring to Michigan State University to study veterinary science. Sydney Renee Chapman, planning to finish early college at Macomb program, then transferring to Central Michigan University to study mechanical engineering. Holly Sophia Clapper, planning to attend Ross Medical Center to become a veterinary tech. Preston James Corneli, planning to attend Macomb Community College to study science. Kaylee Rose Cracchiello, planning to attend Oakland University to study theater and law. Michael Leland DeLeo, planning to finish early college at Macomb program, then transferring to Lawrence Technological University to study mechanical engineering. Alyssa Arlene DeBlau, planning to attend Macomb Community College to study nursing. Andrew Jeffrey DeBuck, planning to complete an electrical apprenticeship. Casey Addison DeKaiser, planning to attend Grand Valley State University to study cardiovascular sonography. Aiden William Durst, planning to attend Kalamazoo College to study engineering. Olivia Mary Durst, planning to attend Louisiana State University to study public relations. Corey Allen Emmendorfer, planning to finish early college Macomb program, then transferring to Michigan State University for kinesiology. Giselle Flores Reyes, planning to attend Macomb Community College to study dentistry. Michael Andrew Gall, planning to attend Central Michigan University to study sports management. Nicholas Thomas Gasco, planning to enter the workforce. You want me to? Okay. John Carl Gibbons, planning to attend Tifton University to study sports management. Nathan Robert Gignac, planning to enter the workforce. Jackson Jacob Gill, planning to attend the University of Olivet to study kinesiology.
Culinary, baby.
Adrian Gonzalez, planning to attend Baker College for culinary arts. Jacob Gonzalez, planning to enter the workforce. Alexandra May Grant, planning to attend Macomb Community College to study dental hygiene. Ella Rosalind Grew, planning to attend Michigan State University to study journalism. Caden Scott Grebe, planning to attend Central Michigan University to study pre-med. Nathan Christopher Guinea, planning to enter the workforce. Amber Grace Hack, planning to enter the real estate industry. Ryan Jason Heyman, planning to complete a plumbing apprenticeship. Sophia Madison Henley, planning to enter the sales industry. Charles Robert Hitzelberger, planning to attend Wayne State University to study biology. Ava Marie Jackson, planning to attend Macomb Community College to study pharmacy. Riley Elizabeth Jocks, planning to attend St. Clair County College to study social media marketing. Sky Bella Rose Jess, planning to attend Macomb Community College to study creative marketing.
Everyone gets to know you're attending beauty school, by the way.
Emily Catherine Johnson, planning to attend Paul Mitchell Hair and Beauty School. Alexander Russell Jones, planning to attend paramedic school. Blake Michael Kennedy, planning to complete a welding apprenticeship. Bryce David Kimmel, planning to complete an HVAC apprenticeship. Aiden Sean Kowalski, planning to attend St. Clair Community College to study physical therapy. Lola Marie Krishenka, planning to enter the workforce. Ryan Lee Kukuk, planning to attend Oakland University to study exercise science. Jackson Joseph Lasik, planning to attend St. Clair Community College to study cybersecurity. Roland Anthony LaGruth, planning to study culinary arts. Annabelle Lorraine Loftus, planning to attend Macomb Community College to study digital marketing. Callista Gail Martin, planning to enter the workforce to be an emergency medical technician. Tyler Charles McCarroll, planning to complete an electrical apprenticeship. Journey Lamont McCreary, planning to enter the workforce. Rebecca Marie Mackay, planning to attend Jackson College to study cardiovascular sonography. Ethan Michael McManamy, planning to attend Macomb Community College to study sports communication. Matthew Leighton Mish, planning to attend Ferris State University to study construction management. Austin Dominic Morelli, planning to attend Oakland University to study music education and theater tech and design. Brady Thomas Morelli, planning to attend Oakland University to study sports medicine. Angela Rose Mosher, planning to attend Macomb Community College to study mechanical engineering, then transfer to Oakland University. Anne Rose Mosqua, planning to complete early college of Macomb program in general studies. Gabrielle Violet McKevick, planning to attend Michigan State University to study pre-med. Aaron Robert Newman, planning to attend Macomb Community College to study electrical engineering. Brian Lee Nickel III, planning to attend St. Clair Community College to study nursing. Logan George Northam, planning to attend St. Clair Community College to study finance. Keegan Sean Orbaugh, planning to pursue a career in diesel mechanics. Danilo Euclid Pace, planning to attend Pensacola Christian College to study cybersecurity. Logan Pace, planning to complete a welding apprenticeship. Lucas Lee Paquette, planning to enter the workforce. Samuel Joseph Perinello, planning to complete an electrical apprenticeship. Okay. Nolan Pelage, planning to enter the workforce. Abigail Rose Pareto, planning to attend Paul Mitchell Hair and Beauty School. Lucas Michael Peters, planning to complete an electrical apprenticeship. Wyatt Aaron Peters, planning to attend Ferris State University to study diesel technology. Talon Edward Peterkowski, planning to attend Central Michigan University to study nutrition. Evan Donald Plonka, in conjunction with Michigan State University, attending Macomb Community College to study agricultural operations. Sahira Koja, planning to finish Early College of Macomb program and study criminal justice. Oscar Noe Quintanilla, planning to attend Macomb Community College to study mechanics. Alana A. Brianne Reed, planning to enter the workforce. Revan Michael Repp, planning to enter the workforce. Corey Andrew Retzloff, planning to complete a carpenter apprenticeship. Abby Elise Reinhard, planning to attend St. Clair Community College to study radiology. Jillian Claire Ruiz, planning to attend Macomb Community College, then transferring to Wayne State University to study social work. Jay Sadloha, planning to attend Northern Arizona University to study business. Patrick K. Schmuck, planning to enter the workforce. Megan Elizabeth Schultz, planning to attend Paul Mitchell Hair and Beauty School. Kayla Mallory Siemens, planning to attend Macomb Community College to study elementary education. Elizabeth Page Shoeboy, planning to attend Ferris State University to study dental hygiene. Joseph Donald Simmons, planning to attend Saginaw Valley State University to study pre-med. Emily Page Skornica, planning to finish Early College of Macomb program, then transfer to Ferris State University to study pre-law. Sophie Hazel Kavanaugh Slack, planning to get an NTA to attend Wayne State University to study biochemistry and pre-med. Morgan Dean Smith, planning to enter the workforce and complete an electrical apprenticeship. Nicholas Warren Spinnick, planning to complete an electrical apprenticeship. Lauren Audrey Telto, planning to attend Grand Valley State University to study marketing. Lucas James Van Dennebiel, planning to attend Lawrence Technological University to study computer software. Lainey Rose Wagner, planning to attend Oakland University to study theater and psychology. Claire Jillian Wald, planning to complete a welding apprenticeship. Colby James Wallace, planning to enter the workforce. Jack Michael Welchko, planning to enter the workforce. William Joseph Wheeler, planning to complete an HVAC apprenticeship. Lily Irene Yelenich, planning to attend University of Detroit Mercy to study dentistry and then join the Air National Guard.
Thank you again to each and every one of you who have supported and played a role in helping our graduates get to where they are today. Guests, at this time, I ask that you remain seated until the processional has exited. You will be able to reunite with your graduates outside on the grass lawn after the graduates have processed out. Now, will the class of 2024 please rise? Graduates, you may now move your tassel from right to left. Congratulations.
Thank you.